So in today's video, I wanted to real quick cover a high round strategy that you can use inside of zombies right now that is very, very easy to go to high rounds. You might have seen it, you might have not seen it, you might have seen me stream it, whatever it is. I wanted to cover it for some of the people who maybe just need a little bit of extra help or maybe need a strategy that's a little bit different than the OG strategies. So one, Juggernaut, you're going to want to run Turtle Shell. And I like to rock hardened plates and durable plates, but of course you can change it if you want to. Then, most importantly, if we go over to, where's it at? Toxic Growth in the field upgrades, and we use the Cordyception, the first normal or special enemy to walk into the growth is entangled and charmed, attacking other enemies that enter. This creates a zombie wall inside of the game and blocks zombies. Literally, it's OP as hell. Then I use Green Thumb and Ankle Shredder. Very, very easy. Very, very simple stuff. And yeah, we're going to hop in. I'm going to show you guys the strategy real quick. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the video. Want to unlock all new mastery camos like Singularity ASAP? Check out Mitch Cactus, the biggest and the most reliable name in Call of Duty. They offer instant delivery DLC codes like Monster Energy, plus lobbies delivered in under an hour. Everything is 100% safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Trusted by the community and seen all over YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers. Make them the go-to for all things Call of Duty and even other games like Battlefield 6. Use code SPAZO to save 5% off for a limited time only. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we are in our game right now. We do have the Wonder Weapon. Before you do this strategy, if you're going to play Ashes of the Dam, get the Wonder Weapon. If you're going to play Astra Malorm and get the round 100, or wherever you're trying to go, whether you're trying to go to round 500, doesn't matter, you're going to want the Wonder Weapon, right? No matter what map you're playing, you're just going to want to use the Wonder Weapon. So make sure you get that inside of your game. Now we are currently sitting next to Klaus, and personally this strategy we're doing, we have covered before. We have, but not with the augments that we have on today. So for the augments we covered in the intro, for one, Toxic Growth, whenever the first zombie that enters it will create a brain rotted zombie. Now what this does is this zombie, especially in this strategy, will create a wall, and that will stop a lot of the zombies from actually being able to come in here, right? And you can pretty much just chill. As you guys can see like that, look at all those zombies. They're not in Toxic Growth. The zombies are just, or the brain rotted zombie is just absolutely blocking them from even coming over here to us. So we can shoot our Wonder Weapon over there and kill them with these, right? We don't really have to worry about it. Now we have a dude to have a Toxic Growth in there. Now obviously you only can have 3 at a time, but it is very, very wise to use this augment. We could say place another one down. One's going to disappear somewhere. I don't know where the hell it's going to be. But, okay, so we also have Turtle Shell on. Now, I only have 2 perks right now. Jug has Turtle Shell, which is good, right? And now we're using the field upgrade glitch to where we get the field upgrade fast. Turtle Shell's really, really good for this strategy over here, by the way. We're over here by Klaus. There's Klaus in there. We're sitting on this corner right next to Vulture's Aid. Now, Turtle Shell's really, really good for this strategy because sometimes you're going to have zombies come up here, right? If you have a Toxic Growth too far or whatever it is, right? All you got to do is what I recommend, and what I do with my strategies, I'll shoot a few shots, I'll turn around, and I'll explode them. Now, what Turtle Shell does is it stops the zombies from damaging your health as long as your back's turned on them and as long as you have shield. If you have plates on, you will not take regular health damage. So you can just turn, explode, whatever it is. But even if you get overran, you can do the same exact thing. Now, you don't need Turtle Shell to do this, okay? I've done it. I went to round 100 in under an hour doing this strategy, right? It's a very, very quick strategy. But it is wise, especially if you're kind of new to more of the higher rounds. Now, at the beginning of your rounds, I would really recommend shooting inside of this window, at least getting a shot in there and then just coming back out. This strategy gets better with high rounds. So the higher the round you're on, the faster it is and the easier it is. And I know that might not make sense. That might sound foolish, but it is true. Like that window over there that we shot at in the beginning of the round, say when you're on round 80 plus, you shoot in there and you can kill like 30 to 40 zombies right at the start of the round, making your rounds go by extremely fast. Now, it's obviously slower on the lower rounds because, you know, zombies are slower. It's just a slower point in the game, but it still works just the same. Now, you always could just shoot your feet with Turtle Shell like this and then just, you know, kind of do that. Sometimes I'll even sit in the Toxic Growth and just keep my back turned to everything. But to be fair, when you have this augment on for Toxic Growth and it's creating this wall of a zombie that the zombies cannot pass, it is foolish to do that in a sense because you could be killing those zombies right as they get up here. Now, if you have the toxic growths placed down kind of like I have, kind of at this little opening right here, and then one at that doorway, you're going to be golden. I mean, dude, we did this on stream before. This is one of the easiest round 100 strategies I've ever done, and I've went to round 100 in every single COD Zombies game, right? I've done a lot of the strategies forever. So it definitely is very, very simple to do, especially in Ashes of the Damned. And I know you guys like the Klaus strategy, and I'm sure you guys have heard about this strategy, but with these augments, it makes it 10 times better. It truly makes it 10 times easier. And to be fair, this strategy, I'm like 99% sure, in my opinion, it is faster than sitting in the jail cell. It just is. Because this spawn literally right here, you're killing them as soon as they drop down, right? The window spawn in there doesn't really have that many zombies spawn, so I've never really worried about that spawn. But this spawn over here is the most zombies you get, right? So this is going to be the biggest spawn over here. And you can kill those guys pretty fast right off the rip of your game. Plus, Toxic Growth creates a wall that blocks them and kills them for you. They don't just sit there. Toxic Growth does sit over there and kills the zombies for you. So, it definitely is very, very easy to do this. It is definitely a very good strategy. Now, obviously, in your game, I would recommend getting a 3-plate. I'd recommend a lot of this stuff, right? I have 2 perks, bro. It's about to be round 40. We realistically don't need any more perks for this game. I mean, yeah, Speed Cola is going to be dope because we can recharge our field upgrade faster, but with the field upgrade glitch, we don't need that, right? So, yeah, there's so many things we could do. We're sitting at the bare minimum right now. You could even take it a step further and head into Curse and get the golden armor if you wanted to specifically. But having Turtle Shell on kind of makes it to where you don't necessarily need to freak out. Now, one thing I would recommend in the higher rounds, if you don't have Turtle Shell, is to get Casimirs and Molotovs for whenever Xursa spawns in. Because, yeah, the Gauntlet's good. The Gauntlet's going to get you kills. It's going to kill literally till round 999. But you're going to run into a little bit of craziness when it comes to fighting Xursa, right? So right now we don't have any Toxic Growths on that aisle, so we can kind of just chill right here. We can turn, shoot. This round's already over. We're already on round 40. It's a Ravager round. But we don't really ever got to freak out. Like this Sight Grenade, we'll take it. That'll help us. We will take it. We can just keep chilling right here. There's a Brain Rotted Zombie blocking that jump for me. There's another Sight Grenade. Love to see it. Yeah, so in my game, I went ahead and as early as possible built the Wonder Weapon. And then I, of course, bought a 3-plate. And then I went and triple packed everything. I really think it's important that you have the 3-plate. This strategy is not going to be as good without it. Of course, because you have Turtle Shell, right? So I need to make that very clear for you guys who do try to do this. And again, when I go to round 100, this is my very first time using these augments together. But when I go to round 100 and the past games I've done with this strategy and going to round 100, I never use these augments. So it's easy without them, but it's even easier with them, is the best way I could put it, right? We need to throw some plates on so Turtle Shell activates. We can explode that. There we go. We can shoot over here. Okay, we can bam. It would be nice to have Speed Cola because obviously we'll throw plates on quicker, but I kind of wanted to limit myself today when I'm showing you guys this strategy. I didn't really want to go freaking balls deep into the perks. Can I throw another one of these down? I can. We can have a whole ass another zombie. Have some Ravagers. Sometimes they'll glitch right there and they'll just stand there, so just be prepared for that in your game. I guess we can pick up Vulture's Aid. Why not? There we go. Got a few shots in there. We can just explode it. Get a few kills. You know, even if it's 4, even if it's 5. Again, past like round 60, 70, you're going to shoot in there and get like 80 kills a pop. It's crazy. I'm saying right at the start of your round. It really is a broken thing, and it's a very overpowered strategy. And I definitely recommend using it, especially if you haven't gotten the another round calling card. This is where I got my another round calling card, just doing this strat. Okay. And honestly, I think this is so easy. Like, bro, it truly is. It is truly a work of art, this strategy. We're already done with round 42. We can shoot that in there. There we go. We can shoot a little bit more. While we're going back over here, we can explode it. We can just keep shooting. Sometimes I'll just crouch in this corner and shoot down there. When you have Toxic Growth in the right, correct spot, you can kind of just sit like this. You don't really got to worry, and you'll go through these rounds. Because, again, you want to make sure that that spawn back there at that window all the way down is getting the most of your attention. Because, again, that's the biggest spawn in the game. Or in this strategy, I guess is a better way to put it. But, there we go. We're about to be done with this round. Okay, there's a nuke. We can just come back over here, spam a few shots in there, and you can spam all of them if you want. And we can go ahead and explode it. There we go. Get a few kills just like that. We can pop another Toxic Growth. I don't even know where it went, but I'm not really worried. We still have our Brain Rotted Zombie over there. We can just explode this real quick. There we go. Keep damaging Xursa. And of course, if you start taking damage to zombies hitting you, if they jump up, you just turn around and you're fine. But really, mostly, you're just going to be taking B damage. Especially if you have toxic growth lingering around and you got the brain rotted zombies. You don't ever really have to worry about much. If you put them in the right spot, of course. Of course, we can shoot this. Bam, there we go. And there's insta. Love it. Take long to go through these rounds. I'm telling you, you guys are seeing just how fast it actually is and how fast it operates. It is quick. It is one of the quickest ways I have ever went through rounds inside of zombies. Even with infinite ammo, the strategy, dude, it is fast. It competes. It very much does. Okay, this round's almost over. There we go. Nice. We can throw down another toxic growth, try and get another brain rotted zombie. That's the point of those augments, man, is we want those brain rotted zombies. And it's a guarantee every time you throw down your toxic growth, the first zombie that enters it, whether it's a zombie or a ravager, is going to get turned and it's going to protect that toxic growth. And it protects it. I can guarantee you that. We can just keep sitting right here. We got turtle shell on. Some of these zombies that somehow get behind us are just literally getting absolutely destroyed by my shield. So we're not really worried about that. Okay. Now, whenever Xursas do spawn in, though, I would recommend shooting all of your bullets and then exploding them. I see sometimes, even myself included, we shoot like 2, explode it, shoot 2, explode it. But you're obviously going to get it done faster. You're going to kill more if you shoot all of your rounds. So we're already on 47. You guys can see just how fast we're flying through these rounds, how fast we're getting to 50, how fast, you know, we're going on and on and on and on. And one thing I do want to say, this is a very good strategy for gobblegums. Now, obviously, gobblegums are time related. Just because you get to round 100 doesn't mean you're going to get good gobblegums. But this strategy gives you the opportunity to sit in game for a long period of time, which will in turn allow you to get more gobblegums, right? So in theory, this is a gobblegum farming strategy, if that makes sense to most of you. I don't know if it does. I don't know if it doesn't. I'm not sure. We got a Xursa where you can just explode all these. There we go. Again, we're going to shoot as many as we can because of Xursa, and then we're going to explode it to deal as much damage as humanly possible. Again, we're chilling. We can just turn our back if we need to. We got brain-rotted zombies. Xursa's dead. We're good. And we have our toxic growth again, which is huge. We can explode, pop, come back here, explode it again. Round 48's almost over. Just a few more zombies left. Just a few more zombies. Okay, we can explode it. There we go. And there's round 48. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We can shoot in here. We can explode that. See, we're getting more and more kills as more rounds progress, making our rounds go by a little bit faster. Always try to do it, man. Trust me. You'll see. If you do this strategy and you say go to round 100, do it every round, and you'll see just how many kills you can actually get right at the rip of the round. It's actually kind of crazy how fast you can just stack 30, 40 kills real quick. Okay, we can explode that. And again, I mean, realistically, you guys mostly won't ever need turtle shell, but it is always there for you in your game whenever you do need it. For sure. And there we go. We can pop toxic growth. Round 49's over. We can shoot in here. Get some more kills. There we go. Look at all those kills we just collected in there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, now we can just chill here for this round. And we'll be done with round 50. But yeah, it's very simple to do this strategy. It takes a little bit to get set up, of course. You got to take about 15 minutes to get the wonder weapon. But once you're there, it's wraps. You're good. You do not have nothing to worry about. I remember a lot of people used to do this strategy with PhD. They would like jump up and jump down and stuff like that. But honestly, that's such a waste of time now. I don't even think that possibly works. I think they kind of nerfed that whole thing. So this definitely is the meta with this augment. For sure. There we go. And that round's finished. Love to see it. We need to pop another toxic growth. Keep the zombies spawning in. Once you hit round 55, that is the health cap for the zombies. But round 55 and round 100 are the same, except round 100 just has more zombies. So in theory, you hit round 55, you're pretty much at 100, right? Like if you were going to test guns, test them at round 55. That's how good they're going to be on round 100. That's how good they're going to be on round 200. And so forth. And that's really it for the strategy. I know I covered this strategy kind of quick. I know it didn't really take me long to kind of explain it, but I didn't really want to waste too much time because I was already in game. I was already doing it, and I kind of just wanted to bring it to your guys' attention so you guys can get to those high rounds fast if you still need it. But I would definitely recommend using this strategy instead of the game. It makes getting to round 50, round 100 extremely easy and extremely quick and very, very safe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully it helped you out. If it did, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Have a good one. Peace.